What is up, my dudes? It's your boy Drew here from MechaWorks. Today we're going over 5 things that you should never do to your E30, so stick around and find out. And honestly, as a little disclaimer, this is for all the new guys to the E30 scene or the guys looking to get into E30s. All you veteran guys should know this stuff, so let's get into it.
Now turn up.
Okay, so long story short, this is a reshoot of this video. Last week when I shot the video, there was a flight of FA-18s that came in. I think they were doing their initial cross-country certification flights, and Little Rock Air Force Base is really easy to land at, and 'cause there's only one runway. It's really easy to land at. Anyway, I didn't think my microphone was going to pick them up, and I was even waiting in between them passing, and yeah, no, it was the whole video. So we're doing a reshoot because it was annoying. So speaking of, let me know down in the comments if you think fighter jets are really cool or really annoying. So let's actually get into the video. And if you can't tell, allergies are killing me right now. So I'm trying to get through this video. Number 1 on the list is do not neglect your maintenance. These cars are designed to have scheduled maintenance intervals, and a lot of times people just blow right past them. These cars are designed to have parts that wear out over time and to be rebuilt. They're not throwaway cars. They do have, you know, common flaws. They do have common wear items, but if you don't know when the previous owner has replaced them, or they don't know when you get the car, just replace them. They're cheap parts and they're really easy to replace. Valve cover gasket, intake manifold gaskets, sometimes the oil pan gasket, a lot of them leak. In your bushings, oh my god, bushings on these cars, they're really easy, but nobody does them, and I don't understand. I've had the last 3 E30s that I've had in here from all my local friends to work on. They've all had original bushings with well over 200,000 miles on them, and they've never been replaced. So replace your bushings. My guys over at Reshoot Performance, the link is down in the description. Tell them I sent you and they will hook you up. I use them in all of my cars and I've had 0 issues with them. They don't squeak, they don't come apart. They're very easy to install. They're separate, like for the rear subframe and trailing arms are a 3-piece system, and it makes putting those, installing them just so much easier. Number 2 on the list, which I know is going to trigger some of you guys, but I don't care. 18-inch wheels. Do not run them on an E30. They look stupid. I mean, look at this picture. Does it not look goofy? So I have 17s on my E30 right here. I'll be running 17s on this one as well. And that's about as big as you can go. On a non-M, on the E30 M3s, yeah, you can run 18s all day, but then the 19s kind of, you know, push it a little bit. But yeah, don't run 18-inch wheels on a non-M E30. It just looks, ugh. It just doesn't look good, okay? Just 17s and down. Honestly, the sweet spot on these cars is the 16-inch wheel. That is the sweet spot. This is my car from like a long time ago, this one here, that I ran 16 by 8 and 9, and I loved them on there. The only reason that I went to a 17-inch wheel for the S54 car is to accommodate the larger brakes. Because with the S54, you need them. So let's move on. All right, guys. Number 3, do not slam your E30 without sump armor or a skid plate. So E30s are really known for having such a low oil pan. And when you slam them to the ground, they look good, don't get me wrong. But when you slam them to the ground and you don't have any protection, giggity, you're gonna hit shit in the road and you're gonna rip your oil pan off, or, I mean, you can do some pretty catastrophic damage. I had a friend the other day, he hit a 2x4 on the highway and it went right through his oil pan. It was gnarly. I wish I got a picture of it, but I did not. So, but seriously, my friend over at Red 46, Ben, he's been making Sump Armor for a long time now. It's a proven product. I used to run it on my E30. I don't anymore because it won't fit with the S54 subframe. But you could just see all the nicks and dings in it from hitting just random stuff in the road like rocks and just random debris. I'm not saying you're invincible when you have it, but it's you could sleep better at night knowing you're not going to tear your oil pan off by pulling into a driveway or going over a speed bump. So great investment, and I mean that. Seriously, the link is down in the description. Go get one. They're awesome. All right, guys, number 4 on the list, do not gut your interiors. Unless it's a dedicated track car or you know 100% that it's going to be a track only car. This is also coming from experience. This used to be the S62 car, and I gutted the interior out of it, and you know, driving it around was a blast. It was great, but after about 2 weeks, it got really old, just annoying. It was loud. It was just really uncomfortable. And since I gutted the interior and I trashed everything or sold all the parts out of it, I built the S54 car with a full interior, and I daily drove that, and I was like, man, I love this. I wound up getting another E30 just to move, yeah, there's my allergies, just to move the S62 over to here because I wanted the full interior. I don't go to the track anymore, you know, because life gets in the way, but seriously, do not gut your interior. You will regret it. And if you've seen the prices of interior parts for these cars, like on eBay or, you know, just ECS or FCP alone, do not gut your interior. I promise. You will hate it. Unless you go to the track 3 or 4 times a month or more, I just leave it alone. All right, so you guys made it to number 5. And what is it? Drive it. And by that, I mean, don't sell it. Drive it. The E30 culture, the E30 scene has a really bad habit of buying these cars really cheap and then putting wheels and coilovers on them and then selling them for $10,000. It's stupid. And the E30 culture itself, that's a whole other video in itself. But what I'm getting at is enjoy the cars. They're not making any more of them, so go out and drive them. They are some of the most unique, charismatic cars out there, and they all have their own personality. And you can feel it in the steering wheel, you can feel it in the pedals, you can feel it in the shifter. These cars are just so unique, and they're special cars, and you just have to drive them. So it's a beautiful day outside. It's like 65 here, the sun's out. Roll the windows down, go for a drive. Enjoy the car for what it is. They're not making any more of them. All right, guys, that was 5 things you should never do to your E30s. There's something flying around in here, like a bag or something. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, obviously put them down in the comment section. I apologize for my allergies. I'm fighting through them. I tried so hard not to cough through that whole video. So if you guys want to talk to me and you have any questions for me directly, here is my Instagram. Here is my Snapchat. Instagram is still kind of backed up. I've been fighting to get, to get to you guys. Snapchat, I reply much faster on that. Don't know why, but that is the way that it is. But seriously, I really enjoyed making this video. Try not to cough the whole time. And I just want to say I look forward to seeing you guys next time. So remember to do awesome, be awesome, and stay awesome. You guys are great. I'll see you next time.